Good morning, children. Let us continue with the agriculture. The next crop is sugar cane. You all might have eaten so many sugar canes in your life. So let us see about this one. Sugar cane is a tropical and subtropical crop. Tropical and subtropical crop. What do you mean by tropical? Tropical means the areas which are very close to the equatorial region. You know equator, no? So the areas very close to equator, they are called tropical regions. Equator and the regions very close to equator, they are called tropical regions. And the regions above tropical, they are called subtropical regions. Subtropical. So the areas which is close to equator, they are called tropical, and the areas above tropical areas, they are called subtropical areas. Sugarcane is a tropical and subtropical crop. So it requires a temperature of 21 degrees centigrade to 27 degrees centigrade. Temperature requirement for sugarcane is 21 degrees centigrade to 27 degrees centigrade. And rainfall around 75 centimeter to 100 centimeters. In the areas of less rainfall, they go for irrigation. And India ranks second in terms of production, next to Brazil. Brazil is the largest producer of sugarcane. Cuba is called the sugar bowl of the world. Cuba, it's a small country. It is called the sugar bowl of the world. Brazil is the largest producer of sugarcane, and India ranks second in terms of sugar production. So we get a number of products from sugarcane, like sugar, gur means jaggery, kansari. Kansari means, in Telugu they call batika bellam, you know very well, and molasses. Molasses is a byproduct of sugarcane. When you make sugar, that time it comes in the form of a brown syrup. It is useful in baking, candy making, then making of citric acid and vinegar. Molasses. So these are the additional products we get from sugarcane. Sugar, gur, kansari and molasses. Sugarcane also grows very well in different types of soils. Alluvial soil, red soil and all variety of soils. It is also a very highly labor intensive crop. It needs lots of laborers from sowing to harvesting, and it grows for almost 1 year. Sugarcane takes 1 year for its harvesting. What are the major states producing sugarcane in India? The first one is Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Punjab and Haryana. So what are the important states? Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Punjab and Haryana. The major sugar growing states. And India, Uttar Pradesh is the largest producer of sugarcane. It is also called sugar bowl of India. Uttar Pradesh is called sugar bowl of India, which is called the sugar bowl of the world, Cuba, which is called the sugar bowl of India, Uttar Pradesh. With this, we will complete sugarcane. Let's have a glance. So sugarcane is a tropical and subtropical crop. I explain what is tropical and subtropical. It requires a temperature of 21 degrees centigrade to 27 degrees centigrade. It needs a rainfall of 75 centimeters to 100 centimeters. In the less rainfall regions, irrigation is essential. It is labor intensive. We get products like sugar, gur, kansari and molasses. And the major sugar producing states I said. Uttar Pradesh is the largest producer of sugarcane in India. It is also called sugar bowl of India. Our next crops are pulses. So what are pulses? Tuvar or arhar. Urad. Urad means minapappu. Tuvar means tuvar dal. Moong. Mazur. Peas. And different type of grams together are called pulses. Tuvar, urad, moong, mazur, peas and grams together, they are called pulses. And India is the largest producer and consumer of pulses in the world. Most of the Indians, we are called pappus. We like dal very much. That's why India is the largest producer and consumer of pulses in the world. Pulses can be grown as both Rabi and Kharif crop. So what are the pulses grown in Rabi season? Mazur and peas. They are grown in Rabi season. Mazur and peas. The rest, tuvar, urad, moong and grams, they are all grown as Kharif crops. So what are the Rabi crops? Mazur and peas. What are the Kharif season pulses? Tuvar, urad, moong and grams. And these pulses, they are the major sources of protein in a vegetarian diet. So normally, even if you take mutton or chicken, from there also you get protein. These pulses, they provide protein from vegetarian side. So what are the important pulse growing states in India? You must remember 3 states. MUR, MUR, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh. Then Tamil Nadu, Andhra and Telangana. Tamil Nadu, Andhra and Telangana. These are the major pulses producing states in India. These pulses, they also help in fixing nitrogen in the atmosphere. This will help in increasing the soil fertility. Almost all the pulses are leguminous crops. So they are very useful in fixing nitrogen in the atmosphere. That increases soil fertility. Except arhar. So the pulse which does not help in fixing nitrogen is arhar. You may expect this in one more question. Just remember it. And these crops can be also grown as rotation crops because they help in soil fertility. They are grown as rotation crops. So after every major crop, the farmer goes for growing any of these pulses in his field to improve his soil fertility. And they need less moisture and they can grow very well even in dry regions. They need a temperature up to 25 degrees centigrade and a rainfall of less than 50 centimeters. We will see pulses in a glance again. What are the pulses? Tuvar, urad, moong, grams, mazur and pea. What are the Rabi season pulses? Mazur and peas. Kharif season pulses? Tuvar, urad, moong and grams. What are the important states? Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. They are very helpful in fixing nitrogen in the atmosphere and increasing soil fertility. Now let us see oil seeds. What are the oil seeds grown in India? Groundnut, mustard, coconut, sesame, soya bean, castor seeds, linseed, rapeseed and cotton seeds. These are the oil seeds grown in India. So in India, we have 12% of total cropped area under oil seed production. How many percentage? 12% of total cropped area comes under oil seed production. These oil seeds are used as cooking mediums. They are edible and they are also used as raw materials in making soaps, cosmetics and any ointments. So they are used as cooking medium and raw materials. India ranks second in terms of production of groundnuts, next to China. So India is the second largest producer of groundnuts, next to China. So in India, groundnut covers almost half of the production of oil seeds. Half, nearly 50% of oil seeds are produced as groundnuts in India. Gujarat is the largest producer of groundnut production, followed by Rajasthan and Tamil Nadu. The next one, rapeseed. Rapeseed means mustard. Almost mustard and rapeseed are same. India ranks third in terms of production, next to Canada and China. Among these oil seeds, linseed and mustard, they are grown as rabi crops. Whereas sesamum, I told you sesamum means gingerly or nuvulu in Telugu, is grown as kharif crop in the north and rabi crop in the south. Sesamum is grown as kharif crop in the north and rabi crop in the south. And the other pulses, they are grown throughout the year in different seasons. So let us see a glance about oil seeds. So what are all the oil seeds? Groundnut, sesamum, coconut, mustard, linseed, cottonseed, all comes under oil seeds. In how much of area they are grown? 12% of the total cropped area. India ranks second in terms of groundnuts production. In India, Gujarat is the largest producer of groundnut. Some of the pulses are grown in Kharif season and some are grown in Rabi season. Have a glance. Thank you, children.